Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington football team.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Melvin Gordon. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 24 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on him. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
Neville Gallimore on the stop.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
The 41-yard line.
Now Gordon. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
45-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it's
out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
And 8 yards pickup.
The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Gordon on first down, and he's going to be met at about the 43.
Melvin Gordon on
a gain of 3, second down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
running left, it's Gordon on the toss. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a third down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jalen Smith in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
They'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The numbers for Zeke from last week: 15 carries, 88 yards.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. And I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more than he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Daron Payne able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Melvin Gordon.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2-yard line. A gain of a yard.
On the ground with Ward. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you 1st downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up 1st downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
1st and goal.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up
on 2nd down. They'll run with Gordon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Kelvin Harmon, his 1st touchdown on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the 1st score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
The first down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
This is Elliott.
And 8 at the 26-yard line. Prescott with the give to Ezekiel Elliott.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Cooper's first catch and good for a first down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what they play man coverage against you. He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Here's Ward. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. Now Ward. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Cowboys nothing.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. That's complete to Ward. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards there. Good for a Washington first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
The pass.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
The pass.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And goal.
One man in the backfield is Gordon. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
And this offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
The pass.
Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Number 21, Ezekiel.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
He was brought down by Kendall Fuller.
Here's Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good for a Cowboy.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Chase Young in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case, because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
first down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
The ball carried by
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That play got finished off pretty quickly. Whatever window was there, it closed in a hurry.
At the 32-yard line.
The chain, 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get this to Ward. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack.
The quarterback.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here?
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Prescott. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy 1st.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off around the 41. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cowboys' 45-yard.
They run it here with Gordon. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 39. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And the Washington first down.
On first down, Gordon had a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Gordon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
At the 30-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Complete to Tim Patrick.
That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
It's a gain of 8.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's caught. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Washington.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys.
Touchdown!
How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And it's 17-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Grant sets to return it.
It's over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
A gain of 27.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
It's second and inches at the 38-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. That's Ward, complete right side. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. No,
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this one to Patrick. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This will be caught at about the 5. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back to throw again. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Kelvin Harmon in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Now the point after try for Santos. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this one is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL. here on this first Sunday of October. We'll start with an NFC East battle and a classic one, New York and Philadelphia. And it's the Giants who are out in front in the second quarter. The Giants looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, we'll head to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Baker Mayfield with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they've got the lead over the visiting Denver Broncos. The Patriots trying to finish that one off and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Dak Prescott on the offense heading back onto the field. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
Prescott's pass.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and...
Here's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5 brings
from the
up
shotgun. It's Prescott. This to Jarwin. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Jarwin. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This is taken at the 18. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Number 21.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Montez Sweat brought him down. 2 yards on the pickup.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott got an open man, the tight end. It's 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Washington offense set to take over again. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
A gain of 2 brings up.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete to Ward. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Over the middle, completes this to Ward. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19.
Yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
46-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
On second down and 4, Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks. Third and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He's got it complete to Thompson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third
Prescott
down.
from the gun. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's Washington that scoops it up. He's got daylight. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Ball carrier.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Brings up third.
Now Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit him for the completion for the first down.
First down, Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36, 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos.
Extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Thompson.
Prescott's pass.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches. At the 46-yard
Now
line.
Elliott. And he stopped immediately there.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
It's now 3rd and less.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run with Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Again, that's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Check, 47. You're not ready.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Thompson. It'll be a gain of 6, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Prescott now. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Well,
we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8.